Regina, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, so my Thanksgiving before my mom passed, we spent it in the hospital. But she was on the decline. A little backstory about my mom is she has strokes every other year. And I was kind of in denial, but the doctor really was like, your mom is not going to pull through this. You need to start like getting things together. And that really brought my mind to like, okay, she's not just gonna pop up and be okay. So I had to, basically, I was the one taking care of her. So inside, it was just like a terrible storm. But on the outside, like Angelique said and everybody else, I was calm because I had to be the calm one because I was holding everything up. So I contacted my brother and I said, you need to come down and see her. I don't know how long she has because they put her on hospice and we left the hospital. And it was just such a chaotic time because, she was dying. So which meant, you got to do, are you going to do a funeral? Are you going to cremate? Are you going to have a celebration of life? There's so many things going on, and it was a lot, but I got through it. Basically I held it in so I could get through it. So Christmas, my brother decided, you're not staying in that house by yourself. So he told me I need to get on a train, come up and spend some time with him. And I have to say, even though I was very angry, that was the best Christmas ever. It was very cold in New York, but he took me to a place, where they had a huge tree in New York. I've never seen it before, and I never saw the story, but I had a great time. So that was like a distraction. So I thank God for my brother because I had him and I had other people to keep me basically sane because I'm also an introvert. So I would have pulled myself into like a shell and wouldn't come out if someone hadn't broken that shell. So I'm thankful for the people who were forcing me to come out because I would have just stayed home because I was like, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to be anywhere. I was angry. I was mad because, once again, backstory, I only had my mom. I didn't know my dad. He walked out. So she was my pillar, pretty much. So, like someone said in another grief meeting, they feel like untethered, like they're an astronaut in outer space. And that's exactly how I felt. And I'm very thankful that I have friends and people who are here still, even though I'm untethered, but they have my rope and they're trying to pull me back down. So I've become more open and accepting to some more things. And I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm living, and I'm really happy with myself. And I know my mom would be, because she would be. I don't want you to be like a turtle, going back in your shell. So yeah, I found this group, and you guys are amazing. So you all, I have to thank you, because without you, I don't know where I'd be.
Regina, wow. I have to commend your strength and you telling your story. And I know that you mentioned that you've never seen such a large tree. If I'm not mistaken, was that Rockefeller Center when you were okay? Yeah. You on mute, my dear.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That giant tree, it was beautiful. It was cold, but it was beautiful. So I've never been to New York like that. He lives in Brooklyn, but it was a great time.
Well, also something that you mentioned, you've always taken care of a lot of tasks. Sometimes I know in my own personal grief journey and with my own family, I was the football mom. I was the mom that every kid came to because my son, he was a football player. He was a model. He was involved in a lot of elite sports, right? Sometimes when family members don't know how to show support, they try to present opportunities where they think in their head, well, by us inviting Regina out to Rockefeller Center, that will make her feel better. Right? So there are times where, even though in our own mind, we're feeling one way, but then family members, they can't most of the time relate to what we're going through, what we're feeling, right, at that particular moment. So I'm thinking the idea of inviting you out was a temporary way to show them, hey, Regina no longer has to take care of others. Let's take care of her.
Yeah.
Right, by inviting her out, by getting that weight off of Regina's shoulders. What are your thoughts on that? Would you say that you tend to agree?
Yeah. Also, my brother had just lost his dad the year before. So it was pretty much a bonding time between us because we're 8 years apart. So he was like, I got to get you out. I got to do something because he knew how I was. Because we spent so much time together as kids together. So he knew me.
Okay. Well, I commend you for your strength and telling that story. And I really hope that you enjoyed your first visit at Rockefeller Center. Hopefully there'll be many more years to come. Okay. Sharon, my dear, would you care to share a little bit about what your thoughts are from tonight's discussion?
Yes, of course. Well, the first holiday season, brutal. You're now walking in an upside down world because you've lost your person. Everything in your life, in your world has changed. Everyone else is doing the normal thing. Yeah, you're supposed to be happy. You're supposed to gather for the holiday. Well, okay, well, somebody didn't tell my husband's side of the family that little piece of the memo, because when I thought the family were supposed to be doing it together, in fact, Ted and I were supposed to host Christmas that year. Sharon was going to host that on her own. No way. Not solo, not with an unexpected passing, of course. When you think your family's going to gather, traditionally you do. His mom was 97 last year, and traditionally we always split up the holidays. His sister and her husband would host one, brother and the other would host the other, and Ted and I would host one. So we all would take turns, and one decided she was going to do them all, and she split up the family. So thankfully his sister stepped up to the plate, hosted both holidays for us. It was a small, intimate gathering, except still in trying to process my own, I guess we'll call it trauma. Unexpected death leaves you floundering. I mean, everyone's grief journey is different, so I can't tell yours is going to be way different than mine. But I was floundering, totally floundering. And she picked up the plate. She hosted an intimate gathering with just a small handful. Mom, his niece who had been widowed with her 3 children, sister, just a small little gathering. We had a place setting. I asked for a setting at the table for Ted. Well, that was good and bad. I packed the car to drive up because they're an hour and a half away. And what does Sharon do? Oh, out of habit, she gets into sit shotgun. I close the door behind me and then I look. Ted,